boy's
This
name
guy is
was
speaking
called
the truth,
Amate
honestly.
Benonya.
Ihedi, light of Africa.
Amate Benonya is a young boy from Enugu State that was charged to court for murder. And here is what happened. Amate Benonya and his team of boys went on a robbery attack at Ogbete main market, a particular shop. And so they were robbing this shop off of every property, every goods inside there. But at a point, the neighborhood began to have some signals that something is happening in that shop. And so they began to attack the armed robbers. And so while the armed robbers were running, trying to escape, they shot one of the vigilantes to death. And so they shot one of the vigilantes to death, and the 3 other boys escaped. Amate Benonya was the only young guy that was captured. And so they charged Amate Benonya to court for courts to validate that this is truly a criminal. Because a man, according to Western court system, remains innocent unless proven guilty by the law court. So they charged Amate Benonya to court, and the case was proceeding. This young man was not only an armed robber. This man is just a man who murdered the life of a security agency, a neighborhood agency. Ogbete main market in Enugu State. Go and ask. And then the case was proceeding. The family of the neighborhood man brought their own lawyer. The government equally brought lawyer in the name of that neighborhood watchman that was killed. Amate Benonya is not even rich enough to buy a lawyer. But then the case was proceeding. It didn't take up to 1 month. And the judge finally sentenced that Amate Benonya will be killed by hanging. Amate Benonya is going to be sentenced to death by hanging for murder and armed robbery. But Amate Benonya is an only son, one and only son of a very rich man. And so what did the father of Amate Benonya do? The day that they are going to summarize this particular case, the day they are going to give the final verdict, the father of Amate Benonya brought a young boy to the court. I don't know how much he paid this young guy. I don't know how beautiful the promise is. I don't know whether it is a personal sacrifice. But why the magistrate declared that Amate Benonya will be sentenced to death by hanging? This young man that the father brought came out and says, please, excuse me, sir, court. We have all heard the verdict of the judge, and that is final. But I am here as the righteous one who is ready to sacrifice my life. Take my life, kill me, hang me the way you wanted to hang Amate Benonya, and leave Amate Benonya for the parents. Everybody in the court was traumatized. A young innocent boy offering himself to be killed in place of a